Cinco de Mayo. And we love that holiday. And of course, I love my 1 pound burritos, and I used to love margaritas, but we're handling it a little bit differently anymore. To thrive in our 70s, it's really important to us that we nutritionally are sound. And we've made some shifts on our own thinking where all of a sudden that kind of stuff doesn't appeal to us. Today, we put on a little salsa, we boogied a little bit. I put extra red pepper flakes in my omelet. That was how I celebrated Cinco de Mayo. Peggy, she did hot stuff too.
Oh, yeah. Really heavy duty hot stuff for me. And if you know me,
a little extra pepper in her eggs. Oh, I know what she did. She did onions.
Yes.
Yeah, she did onions.
Threw onions in for today.
Anyway, well, it's probably past Cinco de Mayo when you're watching this, but we're coming to you weekly now. Now, it's been a year since we did episode 1, and this is episode 2. We have the best of intentions, but sometimes, it's tough to sit down and put our thoughts together and do this. Real quickly today, I want to share a little bit about breath. Now, Peggy's going through a breath course right now, and it's funny because I just started, I don't know if you knew this or not. Did you know the Navy SEALs use box breathing?
Yeah.
You're well aware of that. Okay. I just put an article together that I'll be posting later this week on how the Navy SEALs use box breathing and something called tactical breathing for their training. So watch for that this next week, or you can probably, if this is a year from now, you can probably go back and catch that blog post either in our Wellness Wisdom Library, which is our blog, and there's the articles you can read, or on our YouTube podcast, our Fit, Healthy, Happy podcast, which is where you're probably watching this. So I think it's really exciting. We've got all this great stuff for you. One quick announcement, and this is May 5th, 2024. Some of you have asked for the Drum and Fun Pound and Groove class to be offered on the weekdays also. It's kind of our Saturday morning special. Starting this week on Tuesday, we're going to be offering that at 10 a.m. online and in our El Waco studio, and that's Pacific time. So that's really what I've got today, just those couple things I wanted to discuss. As always, we're looking for everybody. Our message is that you don't have to suffer. You don't have to live stiff, sore, and pain. You don't have to live on medications, that you can thrive. And this is called Fit, Healthy, Happy in our 70s. And that's because we want to share this with the world. So I thought, Peggy, she said you wanted to talk a little bit about, Peggy's going through an amazing breath training with Jill Miller right now.
Yeah.
I thought she might like to share a little bit about that today.
And Jill Miller, for those of you that have worked with us for any length of time, know we do a lot with therapy balls. We do a lot with different methodologies to help the body come back into a nice normal status, where so much of us have inflammation, have so many different kinds of things happening to us. And there are a variety of ways of getting the body out of inflammation. And that certainly can be diet, because we've talked a lot about the fact that diet can be the reason that we have issues of inflammation, and it doesn't need to be the same for each person. So, but also you can work toward getting rid of that inflammation through things like stretching, through things like using the balls, to the various therapy balls to stretch into and manipulate. And it's a little more user-friendly than waiting to go to your massage therapist. I love, getting a massage. It's amazing. It's wonderful. But you have to wait for the appointment. But when you're using various techniques, that whether it be resistance stretching or whether it be using the balls, you can do that anytime.
And that has totally changed. I mean, massage is great for relaxation, but if I want healing, if I want to feel better, it's the balls, it's the stretching, it's having Peggy stretch me. There are so many things that for us personally work so much better. I know many of you love massages. That's cool.
And we don't knock it.
Oh, man, there's so many great things out there, and that's just a piece of what's available out there.
And we all need to pick what works for us.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, we've had clients in the past who their formula was their naturopath, their acupuncturist, us, massage, and all of those
they do it all,
on a rotation was what got their body to be in a comfortable state. That's all that matters. It doesn't matter what sequence works. We can all bring something to the table.
Yeah, I think a perfect example is, if I can interject real quickly, we got a wonderful email from Janine today, one of our members. And she was talking about how she appreciates that we believe everybody has to find their own path. Many of you know I'm a carnivore. I basically eat just meat, except on the weekends. I throw in a little broccoli and a little onion into my omelet. And that's my little treat. But she has chosen to go whole foods, basically plant-based. And it's working great for her. There are so many amazing things out there. Dr. Einfeld, who created Diet Doctor, super low-carb site, he's doing a thing called satiation now. So we'll get more on that. I think next week, maybe we'll share that. And more about, I'm doing more research, and it's got some really dynamic things. So I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No,
Get
not
back
at all.
to your breath.
Not at all.
Because breath is amazing.
And it's something that we all do, but we don't think about how do we do it and why should we be doing it better? And I've been challenged with my breath for, most of my life. And so learning these techniques now has come a long way in my continuing to progress. And when I think about where I was when we first started connecting with any of these techniques, which would have been 2007, that was the first life-changing event when we found the whole concept of resistance stretching. And all of a sudden, my sciatic issues were gone. And so all of the things that we have done since just compound all of the methodologies and the benefit from each one of them, and how essentially neither one of us are any longer in pain. And if it does happen for whatever reason, we know how to get out of it. And so some of the methodologies that I'm learning going through this program is, how to breathe, how to do things that are a little more deliberate in how we go through an exercise. How do we, what do we do on a more frequent basis to utilize our breath to more effectively come to terms with our issues, and how much of what we carry with us is old baggage that we've carried around for maybe since childhood.
Probably.
a lot of deep-seated trauma that can be the result of issues that have happened earlier in our lives, which continue to manifest themselves in a lot of pain and suffering, such that we can't let things go. And so it's figuring out how to let them go and allowing the breath to be part of that. So I still have a long way to go. There's a lot there.
No,
The book is immense, and there's a lot of
she's
videos.
a prolific writer, there's no question.
She's amazing. She is absolutely amazing. And so
we got seriously into breath probably 6 or 7 years ago. And that was when we took a breath course from Lee Holden, and he's my Qigong instructor. And that was where I realized the power of combining movement with breath.
Right.
And so we've gotten more. And when we saw Joe Miller come out with this brand new training, we really wanted to jump in. And Peggy likes the minutia of all that stuff. She's the student, and she does an amazing job. So watch for a lot more on breath. I'm sure some of these episodes, we're gonna do everything we can to bring you one of these episodes every week, because we think it's important that we share with you, that we give you a little bit more insight into what we're about and what we're doing, and show you that it is so damn easy to thrive in your 70s. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I would have never thought, when we thought about how we were in our late 40s and early 50s, I would have never thought we'd be here.
No.
So
No. I mean, so much has just evolved, and one layer on top of another on how it all works. So it's simply amazing how it all has gone together.
That's probably enough for today. We wanted to share this with you. We want to share what we're doing. We want to tell you about the drum class, breathing. I mean, it's so funny because when we first heard it, I'm like, I'm a professional breather. I've been doing it all my life. But, turns out I had no idea how important the breath was. I'm going to recommend a book right now for you to read. It's a fairly short, well, it's not a short book, but it's a very easy read because it's so darn interesting. It's called Breath by James Nestor, Nestor. And I recommend this often in class.
It's amazing. It's an
amazing book because him and a Swedish, Danish, whatever. associate went through this series of tests guided by doctors at Stanford University, and the results were staggering. Breathing in
Every
and out
step
through your
along the
nose.
way, these doctors reviewed them psychologically, every way that you could possibly
unbelievable.
measure anything with respect to their bodies and the impact.
The impact
breath
of
had on
breathing
them.
in and out through your nose is so dramatic. It'll blow you. I mean, it's healing. You
Yeah.
actually can heal things
Yeah.
just by isolating your breath in and out through your nose.
Yeah.
So that's basically it for
And Jill
this
Miller,
week.
Jill
Oh,
Miller's
yes.
references his work in
Oh,
hers.
Everybody
And
I've
so-
taken a breath course from or done any breath
Yes.
training, or even like
Yes.
I'll find a breath thing on YouTube that interests me.
Yeah.
Speaking of YouTube, we've got an amazing channel on there now, which you probably, like I said, you're probably listening to this on YouTube, but it will be at other locations also, on our Facebook group, on our X account. We have a really nice X account going also. You can find what you want from us pretty much anywhere. And we thank you for all of your support, those of you that are members. We sincerely appreciate that. We have multiple ways for you to help support our mission. On X, of course, you can come in there and just follow us and share what we do. On Facebook, same thing. We have a Facebook group. We do a lot of extra sharing there. And YouTube is our primary channel right now. And that's where we have some classes. We have all kinds of different trainings. Our podcast is on there. Seems to be the best way to deliver what we do. But we also have available to you, we have our Ageless Vitality membership. This is kind of our thank you for helping us support this mission. It's $7 a month. It gets you a group of about 15 to 20 classes, courses, challenges, where there's a community on there where we do give you constant updates. And then, of course, our RiversZen on demand, live online, and live in studio. And we invite you to join any of those. It's going to deepen your practice. It's going to help you go deeper and get the support of the community as you go forward. So with that today, I don't think I have anything else. Do you,
I'm
Ms.
good.
Peg?
I'm good.
There's links everywhere. If you follow us, you can find the links to all these things. We don't oversell, but we make it easy for you to get to the support pages and the groups and that, et cetera, to get more if you'd like more. So till we talk next time, move well.
Stay healthy.
Be happy.
Live your life with passion.
And probably find a purpose, and that's where the passion comes from. Have an amazing week, and hopefully episode 3 will be in about a week, not a year from now.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.